they start leaving your consciousness, and 5, 6 years, 7 years in, it just gets better and better, and you feel younger and younger. I was chatting. I do a call every day at noon, just a little jam session call. We get some cool people on the call, and it's just all it is that, like yesterday, 2 days ago, we just had a new lady on, and all we did was jammed with her about what she could do to get started and eat the foods. And Kim was on the call with us, and she did an amazing testimonial that really closed this lady. They're not on the same team, but that's how we use the call. So Kim is someone I've watched now since about November, when she started, when Maria's team got her started on the products. And Kim has just made some amazing shifts in her life, both physically, mentally, and spiritually. So Kim, could you share with us a little bit about what your love is for all this?
Yeah, sure. Thank you, Michael. It's like a huge honor for me to speak on this call. Yeah, so I just have to say that I just left a really toxic work environment where people were not uplifting at all. And then I got on the call yesterday, and Michael said, I look great, I look happy, my skin looks better. And I was like, wow, I really want to work with people who are uplifting. So my story is that I started on Purium. I did the Ultimate Lifestyle Transformation in November, and I lost like 20 pounds in a week. And I'm not in a week, I'm sorry, in a month. I didn't even do it to lose weight. I did it because I wanted to feel better. I couldn't eat healthy food without feeling sick. I was totally addicted to sugar. I was unfocused. I had no energy, and basically overall, I was bloated. I couldn't lose weight. I was pretty miserable. And then within a month, I could eat healthy food again. I wasn't feeling nauseous when I was eating healthy food. And I just had a lot more energy. And I also noticed that I started to have more clarity in my life. And that was like around, like December. And then I started realizing that I was in this toxic relationship. Well, I mean, I realized it before, but I didn't know how I was going to get out of it, And one thing we talked about on the call yesterday was that Purium doesn't just help you like feel better, but like physically, but it helps you feel better mentally, because you get more clarity around your life, because your body's not trying to constantly fight off all these toxins, in your body, and your gut's healthier. So you have the proper chemicals from your gut going to your brain. So I started realizing that I needed to leave this relationship, but I didn't know how I was going to do it. So I just kept eating Purium, and I just kept doing it regardless of the fact that the person I lived with was all, negative about it and everything. And then I loved it so much that I decided to become a brand partner. So as I started talking more about Purium, as Purium started, cleaning out my body and everything, I was able to come up with, I had more positive influences in my life at working with my team. And then I was able to come up with a plan to leave my toxic relationship. And it wasn't, when I finally made the decision to do it, it wasn't a hard decision, right? It was no way I could have kept staying in that relationship, knowing what I knew about how I empowered myself with my health. And so Purium was the first step in empowering myself to leave that toxic relationship. I mean, it was like abusive. It was terrible. And so he just left like a month ago, right? So it was a bit of like a month since he'd been gone, and that really has made me a lot happier. But also I started a job with a gym back in May, and I really liked it at first. It was part-time. It was just some, extra income. And then I started realizing that my manager, my general manager, was also a little bit abusive. And before, I would have just been like, not paying attention to my feelings, not paying attention to my gut, like, and I just would have been like, oh, well, he's the boss, he can treat me how he wants or say and do what he wants. And then I was like, no, like, like it's not acceptable for somebody to treat their employees like crap, and like talk down to them, be condescending. And I was more aware of my own gut feelings and my own discomfort. And the thing is that I couldn't, once you get your gut health in check and once you clear your brain, it's hard to ignore those feelings. It's like, you're like so empowered that you can't let people walk all over you anymore. I mean, and that's just for me, I don't know about for other people, but as a woman, I've been conditioned to just like let people walk all over me, just be quiet, not be seen, not be heard, not speak up. And I just got to where I was like, I can't live that way anymore. And the other thing that really helped me was that, my team, the holistic squad, like, you get this amazing free training that would cost hundreds and hundreds of dollars otherwise. And yeah, there's a lot of free stuff online that you can take, like mastermind classes and stuff like that. But the things that we're doing with like changing, like it's called neurosculpting, right? Like actually changing the way we think and changing patterns in our brain, from negative self-talk to positive self-talk, and not putting limiting beliefs on ourselves. And that's what I've been doing my whole life. I've been putting limiting beliefs on myself. And it's, once I've started doing that work, and once I started really tapping in with this team, it's like unacceptable to me now for me to think negatively about myself, which is what I've done my whole life. And I'm really grateful for the amazing people on this, on this team, and for Michael, and for Lucy, and for Maria. And I just, like, Maria was the first person who changed my life. Like, I worked with her as a coach when she was a coach, and her positive thinking and her the strategies that she has for helping people overcome limiting beliefs are amazing. And I know she learned it all here, and she learned it all through the trainings that, Purium offers. And I am like, I can't even, like, my life is so different than it was 7 months ago. There have been a couple times when I haven't had my Purium, and I was like low on energy, I didn't feel as focused, wasn't sleeping as well. And when I have the Purium, it's like, I don't know, I don't wake up in a brain fog. I get up every day, I'm not depressed, and I don't crave sugar anymore like I did. I don't crave fast food anymore like I did. And in fact, like Michael was saying, my body, I have had fast food a couple times, I'm gonna say that, but my body was like, oh, what are you doing to me? Like, and now whenever I think about, like, eating fast food or whatever, it's like, I kind of like play the tape all the way through, as they say that, how am I going to feel afterward? And my body just can't handle those toxic foods anymore. So this is the best MLM that I've ever worked with. I've worked with a lot of different MLMs, and granted, I never really understood what MLMs were about and how to reach people until I started this MLM, because this MLM actually focuses on action and focuses on positive thinking and like helping people instead of just, focusing on the money, and the money is a huge thing, but the way that you get that is through having a heart of service and through helping other people. And so that's what I I've decided to commit to, like, I made a new decision. That's what we learned about. I made a new decision. My new decision is to be on all of these calls, on Saturdays and as much as I can during the week at 3:00. And to really put into practice the things that I'm learning here, because my life, like, I can't even tell you, I was so miserable before, so miserable. And now I'm like back to me. I'm back to who I am and who I was meant to be and who I was born to be. And my self-esteem has gone up so much. And most of it's because I'm eating healthy. That's the main thing, that I'm eating healthy, I'm taking care of my body, and that's empowerment to me, and so I want to show other women how to empower themselves and how to get out of toxic relationships that they may be in through fixing their gut health and through eating like pure nutrition and taking care of themselves. Because self-care is the number one way to overcome problems, solve problems, like not even see them as problems, but see them as opportunities to do something different.
Well, Kim, that is just observing you, and I tell you, you're like a different woman.
Thank you.
And I didn't know that you were, what level of relationship you were in. I just could feel and sense, but your whole skin, your energy, your love, your life, man, wow, congratulations.
Thank you.
Wow, that is, I'll just think of I know you're the people we meet daily, people we talk to on the phone. I talked to somebody on the phone making a reservation for Las Vegas last week, and I gave them our gift card code, and I told her, and the lady sounded a little down, but she was really good representing the company. But I'm just there's so many of us that know that it's hard to get through if you don't have the energy and the cells to keep you positive, to keep you moving to the next level. It's such a challenging situation. So I know I reach out everywhere I go to, and we all know the women in the world here that are single moms struggling to get by whatever went on in certain relationships. And I know my mother went through that when I was a kid growing up, and it wasn't easy for her. And I certainly saw that. So Kim, thank you for sharing that. Thank you.
Thank you for asking me to share.
Oh, you're welcome. And Kim happens to be a English professor, everyone.
I was.
Yeah, well, she was. So, I mean, she's an English professor.
Yeah,
so
I loved it. One of the values of this company is education, and that's huge for me. Huge for me.
Well, English was always my toughest language, my toughest class. And I still remember my 5th grade English teacher pointing her finger at me. You speak better. Speak up, young man. So congratulations, Kim. So let's see. I'd love to hear from another gentleman who I ran into. I hadn't seen this guy in quite a while, and he's originally from Columbus, living in Arizona now. And we had our opening event. We had an event with Amy down at the company a couple of weeks ago, and it was such a blast to get the chance to see some people face to face. Ra was there, Seema was there, Lucy. Gosh, I don't know if anybody else from the call was there, but Rich was there. So we got organically Rich on the call here this morning, living out there in Arizona. And this guy works out. He's part of the Ashoden team, and he is an amazing human being. And we had a chance to chat a little bit. So, Rich, what's going on over there in Arizona? Share with us a little, brother.
Mr. Mazes, it is a pleasure, as always. But yeah, I'm in Sedona, Arizona right now. I mean, it's great. It's about, 96 degrees. I'm sitting outside. I got the birds. I got the sun. I got the energy. I have this space right here. I'm doing pretty well.
Good. How's your Purium lifestyle going? What's going on in that life, in that energy?
Yeah, I actually just plotting the next 90 days. We're doing a little case study within our space, getting 10 to 12 people to see what 90 days of intentional living with organic nutrition, body movement, stress management techniques, awareness around our finances, right? Seeing what that consistency in that could create in the next 90 days. So I'm game planning kind of my workout routine right now, because I'm changing it up a bit, just getting ready to take things to the next level. It's just time. And as a result, Brandon was saying how, this is an energetic business, right? So with that being said, making sure that we show up in the right energy or in the right mind flow or in the right state is super important, because we'll attract exactly what we are in our inner reality. So, I've been using the products for over a year, and I've gotten great results, enough for me to realize that this is by being more intentional with this, it can really assist in taking things to the next level for my business, for other people's business, for other people's health, finances, and things like that.
So give me a little bit of what you eat from Purium. What are some of the foods you love to eat on a regular basis?
Yeah, well, the power shake is a staple. I have that at least 2 times a day. 3's a great day, but at least 2 times a day. I pair that with the Biomedic. What else? The super lights are great. Being out here, it's really hard to retain a lot of water. A lot of people put like salt in their water, but I just found that the super lights were a better way for me to stay more hydrated, stay more present throughout the day.
Mm.
The MVP sport, just after workouts, I can't beat this. The Aloe Digest. I mean, the list goes on.
I love it, man. I love it. So what do you love about the MVP? Maybe you could share something with all the team here about why you love that MVP.
Yeah, well, the main reason why I love it is all the different mushrooms that are in there. I was not as aware about gut health prior to partnering with Purium and then joining the community. And finding a clean protein source was so hard, the conventional way. So the fact that I can get clean protein, it makes me feel good. I'm getting good, high quality, nutrition through that, helping me with a lot of challenges that I used to have, like constipation, indigestion, things like that. It's just really cool to have that experience with the MVP sports. So a lot of people ask me, hey, what's your day-to-day nutrition like? And specifically with workouts, like what are you eating before and after? And I always recommend the MVP sport, because it makes everything come full circle.
Give me a big smile there. I'm taking a picture of you. It looks good, man. You look good. Well, I tell you, it was so good to see you, Rich, at the gathering down at the company. Did you enjoy it? What did you enjoy about that particular day with Amy and everyone?
Thank
you
for asking. I think I was telling like a couple of the leaders, Ross, Seema, they're on the call. I saw them and interacted with them. And I just told them, as well as Amy, that, oh shoot, this is real. Not to say like real in the aspect of, wow, these are, actually, people that are heart-centered, that are truly wanting to shift the narrative when it comes to how people eat, how people get food, the awareness around sustainability when it comes to earth and stuff like that. So it was a really special event for me, because it moved me in ways that I experienced after, just strengthening my belief more. Not to say that it wavered, but just coming into that space, you know, speaking to people, feeling the energy and all of that definitely strengthened that belief system and the passion to go out and just share this even more, because, you know, people's lives are really being impacted in a positive way. I mean, the woman that just shared her story, I'm not familiar with her name, but shared her story earlier just about how, you know, I come from a background where, you know, I grew up with just my mom. And we have, you know, I have several other younger siblings, and nutrition was, you know, my mom was cooking every single night. So she wasn't really worried about or concerned or aware about organic nutrition or the gut microbiome or stuff like that. So I actually started sharing the products or the superfoods with her not too long ago. And, you know, she actually used to suffer from really bad ulcers and other challenges and stuff like that. And she was able to get support. And it's just really cool to see that, you know, these superfoods are, you know, actually having a huge impact on people's lives and shifting the way they see things, their awareness around their life, as well as others, and their patterns and habits.
Wow, man. You know, I tell you, I love how you speak, my friend. I love your presence of thought and the way you share your heart with people. So it's so good to connect with you and see you again and have you on the calls with us.
Absolutely. I'm looking forward to it.
I know your business is just going to grow, just grow and grow so big.
Oh, yes. Oh, yes. And that's the beautiful aspect of it is I was listening to, this is the last thing I'll share, that way I can let other people speak, but I was listening to a Jim Rohn piece on YouTube prior to getting on the call, and he was just sharing or really vocalizing personal growth and development in alignment with, you know, the results that you get from your business. And, you know, I've heard these things before, but just the way he solidified it, and, you know, with what we have here, the vehicle that we have, understanding how important it is, it really made me realize that you asked me earlier, you know, with the superfoods, like what's the game plan, or, you know, things like that. Just taking things to the next level with nutrition and with, you know, maintaining my energy. That way, when I show up in the spaces, I'm able to pour into others, or other people are able to absorb my energy, and as a result, it's a catalyst for them to, you know, take whatever it is they need to receive from that moment. So business and personal growth and development are, you know, two peas in a pod. And it's so cool to see that in order for this business to grow, I just have to become someone who's worthy of whatever, you know, we have different, you know, ranks and stuff within the company, but, you know, I just have to keep being someone that delivers value in every space and in every conversation that I have.
Oh boy. Well said, my friend. Well said. Thanks for sharing, Rich.
Absolutely.
Yeah, you're really a special. Can't wait to see you. I can't wait to just see all the growth that all the people you're going to help Imperium over the next 5, 10, and I'll say 20 years, y'all, because we're going to be here 20 years from now, eating these foods and sharing the vision and the philosophy, because we got a lot of people to talk to. I tell you, so I'm loving just this kind of sharing here today, but I always love watching Pamela and seeing that smile on her face, and just kind of, you know, what's Pamela, what's going on with you? Why don't you share with us for a little bit?
Oh man, first of all, you know what, a year ago, I had to get high. THC is legal here in Canada, so I used to eat all the special chocolate to even go on a Zoom. So I didn't have to do that anymore, thank goodness. I stopped having to do that pretty much not long after I started my Purium. And so I had gastric bypass surgery in 2018. I was 305 pounds. I spent almost all of my life in mental illness. I mean, I have scars all over my body from cutting and burning my own skin. I've had all the shock treatments, been on all of the medications, done everything possible to try to get out of that groove. So at 305 pounds, I was using all of the mobility products. I had the mobility scooter, the walker, I had the braces on, different parts of my body, the thing to help you get out of the tub, all of it. So I was really desperate. I went to Mexico and had this gastric bypass surgery, and I lost over 100 pounds on it, but I was very, very, very sick. And my daughter was worried that what was going to happen is I was going to end up with a G tube, which many people who've had the surgery are on G tubes, because I spend all day throwing up, and then I go to bed at night and throw up for an hour before I could go to sleep. I was nauseous all the time. The doctors kept saying, we're giving you like the strongest of anti-nauseants. They work for chemo patients. Why don't they work for you? And I was like, I don't know, man, but they just don't. They make me throw up even more. So, I mean, I was very, very, very sick. I had met Gabrielle Breck, some of you know her, in Texas at a women's retreat a few years before. And when COVID hit, I made some fabulous nuts and bolts, and I stayed at home and ate those for days and started gaining weight. And after losing a bunch, that was very, very, very scary to me. And Gabrielle offered one of her online classes at a discount price. So, I mean, I was very scared. I was very timid. I didn't really say boo. And so I went back and forth whether I should even sign up for quite a while. And I'd tell Gabrielle, yeah, I'm going to say yes today. And then no, I didn't. And then the next day I was like, I'm going to say yes today. And I didn't. So I took this class with her and then decided I really needed to work with her one-on-one. She's a holistic nutritional coach. And she got me onto the ULT. So that was probably May of 2020. And when I started the Power Shake, I could only drink 2 to 4 ounces of it. So I just had to make like a little, a shot glass at a time of the Power Shake, because I couldn't consume a whole lot. And it tasted really horrible to me. My body was so acidic that it tasted like it was just pure sugar. And there's, we all know there's not sugar in it. It would have been very easy for me to just give up and say my body doesn't like this, because I hear a lot of people say that. My body knows what it needs. So this doesn't taste good, so I'm not going to take it. My body didn't know what it needed. My body was sick. It did not know what it needed. So I just kept at it. And now I can drink, a great big glass of it and, all down right away. And I do not throw up anymore. It took a while to quit throwing up, but as I healed, I stopped throwing up. I lost 45 pounds. I lost my brain fog. I'd been in such a brain fog. I didn't even know what a brain fog I was in until it was gone. I feel like I get a cold right now, so I'm not really thinking as well, but I feel like I can think. I've gained courage. And I mean, April 1st, I signed up to be a brand partner, and I was freaking scared. And I remember even calling Lucy, and I couldn't even ask her if she could help me because I didn't understand things. And she said, you've got to find some courage. And so I hung up the phone and I went and found courage. And now I'm like, I don't need anybody just to lead me through this business or lead me through life, because I don't know. I've just, I just decided to freaking find it. Yeah. So I'm not throwing up. Life is good. I was out with my Purium products for a week or two, I believe, because of some issues with my bank, and they told me Purium is not a good company and you'll have to order your products from somewhere else. So they won't let me order. So anyway, I found other means to order my Purium, but within 3 days, I was back in bed. I was throwing up nightly. And I was in bed until 2 days after I got my products. I'm on them again. I was in extreme pain. And that's when I got my first customer, because she was like, I can't believe going without for just a week puts you back in bed, and then going on, and 2 days later, you're like, "Ah, I'm here." So, yeah. So, I mean, I'm not on a G tube, and I think I would be if I didn't have Purium, if I wouldn't have, taken care of this gut. Yeah. And I'm not on any mental health medication whatsoever, and I've been on a shit ton my entire life. I don't need it.
Wow, my God. Your level of regeneration, Pamela. I mean, you can see since I first saw you on the calls, the level of the how these foods and how your spirit and your mindset is regenerating your being. And I got to tell you, wait a year from now, another year from now, eating all this Purium goodies, it's just going to feed you and give your spirit even more power to just move to even levels that, oh my God, you're going to be such an inspiration. You already are. Wow. Wow.
And parts of me still wants to hide. So even when Lucy, said, I'm liking your videos, I wanted to be like, no. So, yeah.
Well, let me get give me a big smile there. What's good? Yeah, there you go. Okay, good. I got a great picture of you. Oh, wow. How fun, everybody. Man,
Yeah, I want to introduce you to Rebecca, because Rebecca, I jumped on a Million Mom Movement call quite a while ago, and like I didn't understand this business, and I just jumped on every call I could, and I found myself on a Fierce Friday call and got scared because I thought, oh, I'm not allowed to be here. That there's just old thought patterns coming back, but I stayed on and learned about it. And then I connected with Rebecca. She was having some health issues. I just said to her, have you ever thought about doing a cleanse? And then I started talking to her, and she's a single mom of 4 kids. And I got her sponsored through Gabrielle with the Million Mom Movement Scholarship. And I just think that's such an amazing organization, such an amazing scholarship. So she started her transformation, and it's pretty remarkable. So thank you, Million Mom Movement, as well.
Michael, you're mute.
so hello, Rebecca. Would you like to share with us how this experience is starting out for you with the Million Mom and your 4 kids, and congratulations.
Thank you. Sure. This was a nice unexpected invitation. So I'll keep it short, but yes, I was in a place where I had just gone through a few surgeries. I had gone through some physical trauma. I'm a single mom of 4. My kids are 13, 11, 3, and 1. And I was so physically sick that I was bound to my couch and the bathroom, basically. I was in pain every day. I was on a lot of medication, and then medication on top of medication. And I kept going to the doctor and saying, I'm not well. Something is wrong with me. And I don't want just more medication to mask the symptoms. I want to know what is wrong with me. Why can't I walk up the stairs without being in so much pain. I can't carry my kids around. I'm not playing with them. And being a good mother is so important to me. And so I was feeling so defeated by not being able to function the way I needed to function to be a good mom to my children. And I was having high blood pressure, diarrhea, my kidney had a lesion on it, really severe skin issues with severe eczema, you name it. The list is long. And so I had posted this skin issue, and Pamela, I had been seeing her posts actually on Facebook, and we didn't really know each other before she reached out to me. Actually, she was one of those people on Facebook that you're friends with, was from the same hometown, but we didn't really know each other. And she reached out to me and said, "Have you ever thought about doing a cleanse?" And at this point, I was desperate, like desperate for something, anything. And so I said, "I've never thought about that, but tell me some more about it." And then, like she said, I got introduced to the Million Mom movement, and I got awarded the scholarship, which is just it makes me so emotional now, because I think about how much it's changed my life only in about 6 weeks. Because I'm walking with my kids now. I'm swimming with them. I'm up and cooking. I'm playing with them. I'm not in the bathroom 30 times a day. You know, my gut is healing, and I'm more regular. Yesterday I went and I play the violin, and I went and played at a senior center and brought all my kids, and they danced, and I played music, and I was able to give back. I was able to give some joy to others, and I've missed that so much. So I'm only so early into this, but it's changed my life like incredibly, and I can't wait. I'm just getting to the point where I've got more energy, and I'm sharing this more with other people, and I'm hoping to bump up the sales here soon too, because I really just want to share this with people, because it's changed my life so much, and it's a journey for sure. And I'm just so grateful. So thank you so much.
Whoa. I was so happy for you, Rebecca. My gosh, thanks for reaching out, Pamela. Sheesh. And that's what it's all about. That's really what this is all about. My gosh. Whew. So touching. You know, for those of us that are brand partners, and gosh, I got to catch my breath on that one. You know, we're all brand partners, and we're all introducing new people to be brand partners. And this new pack that the company initiated, the ULT Plus Performance. You know, I really love introducing that pack as the first option for a new brand partner. I mean, it's $524, $699 down to $524. And for someone who wants to start a business with us and to get a variety of, first of all, the ultimate lifestyle, and then to get that performance pack, you're really getting about 11. Like, I was talking to someone who was going to get the pack the other day, and he said his wife is really picky about a green drink. So we've got the MVP in that pack, whether it's chocolate or vanilla. We've got the Cocoa Hydrate, we've got the Aloe Digest, and we have the Can't Beat This. So automatically you're getting an array of about 12 products plus a nice shaker bottle to start your business. Because when you really think, when you start a brand partner off with just the ultimate lifestyle, within a week or two, you're saying, you've got to get some Can't Beat This. You've got to get some Aloe Digest. You know, you wanted the super xanthan. So I really think I think we could close this call off with just kind of ending on how the value of that pack, and maybe might be maybe Ra, is Ra still here? Maybe Ra could jump in here for a second if he's not busy. And Rob, how's it going for you with offering that particular pack as the intro? What's going on with you on that?
It's going really well. I've sold a lot of them, and I really think that it's actually made it easier to sign up brand partners with that pack. And I want to say that it's even easier to, especially if people work out, to offer it to customers. So just like when the ULT was the most expensive pack, and we all learned to lead with that because that offered the most benefits for our customers, the most business for ourself, and the most buy-in for the customer as well. The ULT made sense to do that. And same thing with the ULT plus performance. The great thing that I like about it is that if it makes the ULT or the holistic fitness pack seem cheaper. So if you start with the ULT plus performance and it is too expensive, then it makes the ULT like the most obvious backup, and people are going to have a tremendous experience on the ULT. Whereas before, if we start with the ULT and then people go down to a core 4, they're not going to have a tremendous experience. So the way that I do it with brand partners, I think I talked about it a couple of weeks ago, is I just refer to it as I've learned a lot actually. So let me get a little bit into this because I've been doing it a lot. So with brand partners, when I'm telling them about how to get involved, I usually talk about there's 3 ways to get involved. So I tell them up front, there's 3 ways to get involved. We've got our main packages. Well, I tell them you can get involved if you purchase one of our main packages, and we have three of those. So I don't mention like all of them, but I just mention the ULT. I tell them a little bit about what that is. I tell them about the holistic fitness pack. And then what I say is that most brand partners enroll with the brand partner pack, which is a combination of the ULT and the holistic fitness pack. And it's $200 more. I tell them it's $200 more. So you basically have an option of $315, $330, or $525. And then I just leave it there. And then when I follow up with them, I send them information about the ULT. I send them information about the holistic fitness pack. And then I say, and as I said on the call, because I don't really explain it on the call so much, when I follow up is when I send them the information about the ULT, the holistic fitness pack. And then I say, and as I said on the call, this is what I recommend because, and then I give like 3 points because it's in my text actually, so I don't even read what I send anymore because I sent it so much, so I even forget what the points are. But it was the fact that they get to try out the products, that they're going to have a better experience, and they know all of the products that they're going to be recommending. I say that there are it's like the most sales. What's the exact words? They're most popular. These are our most popular items all in one package. So after I follow up, it just makes more sense to sign up with the brand partner pack, which is what I call it. And we want these foods. So the way that I think about foods from a business standpoint is that they're entities. What I noticed about people on Purium or people on any network marketing product is that it's almost like the brand partners, the distributors of any network marketing organization become fanatics, right? They become fanatics about their products, almost like the product is inside of the body and basically promoting the distributor to sell more of the product. It's almost like the products is this like entity that gets into the body, and then it wants the body to promote and sell and get everybody else on it. That's kind of how I think about our products, because they really are consciousness. And as a evolving consciousness, it wants as many people as possible to be consuming itself. So from my standpoint, I want my new brand partners coming in to basically start to turn into a Purium product, right? That's what we're doing. Everything that we eat, we become. So the more that we eat of Purium, the more that brand partner is going to be activated to want to expand the Purium mission. So I just think it's a choice. Just leave it up to them. Tell them you can sign up with the ULT Holistic Fitness Pack or the combo pack, and then follow up explaining to them and just emphasize that you recommend the combo pack, and then just leave the choice up to them. And it's going to be up to them, right? It's going to be up to them. And the people some people will choose the ULT because maybe they're hurting on money or they don't feel the need, but the people that want the big pack will choose the big pack. And if you don't recommend it to people, then there's no way that they're going to choose it ever. I think yeah.
Good, Ra. Damn, that was good, man. Really appreciated that. So,
I would
Ra,
say that 50%, just, I'll give you guys my stats. I've been pretty good this month. I would say about 50% of the people are doing the big pack. And I think it's 50% or more are coming in as brand partners with the big pack.
So Ra, what Purium product are you?
Well, Super Life Formula.
Yeah, you're a super human being, brother. Thank you for sharing.
Yeah.
Thank you for sharing that, man. So, golly Moses, this has been a fun call, y'all. Thanks for participating. I really, Kim, thank you for sharing. Rich, Pamela, Rebecca, Ra. Wow, you guys just made this such a special time today. So, Lucy, any other comments? What we're getting close to the end of the month, and
well, I just want to say, I don't know about you guys, and what exactly this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to find out how to edit this video and just get little pieces of the testimonies and put it in Instagram or Facebook and everything, because they were so powerful. And if I cannot do that because I'm not very savvy, I'm just going to go with my phone and videotape the little piece. That's I think is the easiest thing to do. If anybody wants actually the link without going to my Facebook, to my YouTube channel to find out this recording, let me know and I'll send you actually the link, because my God, Kim, that testimony. And if you guys don't want it, the whole thing, just the part what you say about the Purium is so powerful. Pamela, what you just said, it was so awesome and powerful too. And Rich, same way. And we all so different. You guys are so all different. Okay. You want a little bit of training, pass it on to your brand partners, new brand partners. Just take the part what Ross said, just that little piece. So that way you can just say, here, this is how the big pack is such a powerful to introduce our new brand partners and to grow your business. And this is how you do it.
I mean, I go to Lucy's YouTube page, and like yesterday, I took off Maria and Melissa's call from last week. I got the link and I sent it out to lots of you, because sometimes, I mean, I listened to it yesterday and realized I didn't hear half the things that they said the week before, and I was sitting there listening to it. And so please tune into these calls. There's a list of them there. But the gems that we just heard on this call, it's so worth passing on to other people. Just get the link and pass it on to your team and say, this is your homework. Watch this, watch the testimonials on this call, and they can speed up to them. And so just really, again, thank you so much. And next week, Brandon Oceanen is going to do a really cool training for us next Saturday at 10 a.m. So what I'm doing is I'm calling people like, diamonds and above, and like SEMA, Raw, and all the diamonds and above, and asking them if they want to do a real training and put it on, do a little PowerPoint with it, a picture or two. So a lot of folks are stepping up to offer their wisdom. So next week, Brandon's going to do a really good, an interesting training on energy and focus. And we'll send that out, and Lucy will get it on Facebook. So in closing the call here, we're at 11 a.m. Lucy, any other comments?
No, it's just keep an eye on your back office. See if all the smart orders will drop. Give them until Monday, I said, okay? Because sometimes the credit cards don't go through. So it's like, and Monday they run it again. The company will run it again, okay? And make sure everybody has 50 BB. Please, at least all the brand partners, we have to have minimum of 50 BB. From consultant to executive, diamond and above is 100 BB. Sometimes we don't qualify because we don't have the right amount of points. So please do that, and let's keep this month strong. This is the last month of Widen Your Reach for everybody. You want to rank advance, it's still time. And do your videos. Ask everybody to do their videos. Your success line. I call it your success line, not your downline, your success line. See, my upline is my support line, but the downline is my success line. So call your success line and let them know to do the videos. Okay, this is going to be the last month that we all have equal opportunity to rank advance with those with the points. Next month, okay, requalify to your same level. Listen what I'm going to say. Requalify to your same level. Are you director? Are you executive? Are you a diamond? Any color diamond? If you requalify to the same thing, you're going to have yourself a raise. You're going to make more money. Mark my words. You requalify as an executive next month, you're going to make more money. Diamond, you're going to make more money. Because we're not going to have the points anymore, the Widen Your Reach points. So I can't wait until September.
Chris, Chris has a question. Go ahead, Chris.
Unmute yourself.
Hey, what's going on, y'all? So,
hey, Chris.
How y'all doing?
Good.
So, I just got off the phone with a buddy of mine. He's in the hospital right now with gastroparesis, and I've been talking to this guy for a long time. He's been going to the gastroenterologist for ages now, for years. He's been trying to go, and I know what the problem is with his guts. He's taken a lot of pain medications that have just eaten away his stomach lining, and now it's caused gastroparesis. And I've been trying to sell him this the Purium gut pack and all that stuff, and he's still like inclined to take what the doctor gives him. I forgot what they're giving him. They're giving him some like Reglan or something like that. And at this point, he just can't afford the Purium. He hasn't worked in months because he's been in the hospital. So I'm just trying to figure out, like, where is I know he can technically afford like some small stuff, but I try to get him to do the ultimate lifestyle thing. I'm just trying to figure out if there's anybody that knows anything about gastroparesis and the diet, because that's the other thing. Like, he eats fast food and all that. So I'm trying to, guide him as far as that goes. I know it's like low fiber and stuff like that, but I don't want to recommend him anything that's gonna, basically I know his gut biome is completely destroyed, and I just don't want to recommend him anything that's not gonna help him. But at this point, I think anything that he takes for Purium is gonna be better than what he's been ingesting. Yeah. So I guess I'm just asking for a little direction as far as where to go with this. I don't want to keep cramming it down his throat, but I definitely want to talk to the right people as far as getting some insight, because he asked me to ask my nutritionist buddies and see what because I know he really does want guidance, and he wants to get the products. You just can't do it for now, but I want to offer him what I can.
Okay, Pamela. Chris, Pamela raised her hand. She might have a couple suggestions.
Awesome.
So basically what that means, and I had that, everything in your digestive system is just paralyzed. It's just not working anymore. I had a GI specialist tell me that those muscles just don't work anymore and they're never going to. So you're going to have to take this medication for the rest of your life. And that was in the middle of my perium journey. And I said, well, I will take these medications home, but I can't promise you I'm not going to take them for longer than 2 days because these muscles will work again. And so I came home and got on my perium products. And I mean, not just perium products, though, helped me through it. I had to do a lot of mindset work. And, you know, my digestive system is working optimally. I said that to myself a lot, but just getting on some perium products will help that immensely. Just because they're paralyzed doesn't mean they're going to stay that way. My bowels are working perfectly. They told me I was never going to poo again without strong medications. And I don't take any medications.
Wow, that is amazing. Like, you know what? You just verbatim pretty much said what he told me, what the doctors told him. He's defeated right now because he's like, bro, I'll never poop again the same. He's like, he's telling me everything you just pretty much said. And, you know, I'm getting goosebumps because now I know that, man, I just got to keep chipping away at him. And I know the gut health, I think that's in my soul. I feel that's what I need to offer him. Not necessarily the ultimate lifestyle transformation, you know, because he may not be able to afford it until he gets some work. But I think that the gut health pack is definitely going to be his saving grace because he's on, you know, he said that, you know, he's like, I have to take these medications. And I'm like, bro, you know, I don't want to be that guy. But then again, I don't want to see my buddy dying, you know, because I love that guy, man. He's my bud, man, for a long time. So I'm heavily invested in him. So, you know, I'm just so glad I made this call because I had texted Angelo
Help you
something.
talk to him.
And what's that?
I will totally help you talk to him. So
Yeah.
let's get together.
Yeah, for sure. Definitely. Yeah, I'm just glad I made this call. That's divine intervention right there for sure. I just want to say thank you all, and I am so glad
Oh,
that I was here.
and Chris Seema's got some ideas too, I think.
Awesome.
Hi, so I have some coaching on how to deal with the no money excuse, on how, oh, I want to do this, but I don't have the money. So first, don't lend him the money. If people are not invested, they're never going to take it seriously. So absolutely do not buy him the products. What you can do is that you can ask him, hey, if there's a will, there's a way. And I can help you get the money to pay these products if you bring me one referral. If you bring me one referral, I'll give you the commission and you get the power shake. So in that way, he's already doing the work for the business. He's already bringing a referral to you. You close the sale and you tell him that you'll give him the commission of the referral that he brings you. And then that way he can afford a power shake. And that will be a great start for him to try the products and also to see that there's 5 more chances of someone being successful taking the products if they're part of the business. Because when they're part of the business, they have to become the product of what they're selling. So there's a higher chance of him staying consistent by being part of our community, by being part of the business, by being around us, by being on these calls. So have him give you a referral. Look, let's plan something together. I'll help you bring some referrals and I'll give you the commission for those referrals that you bring me. And that's how you can help your friend. So now he's invested, he's in action. He's actually, if he really wants to, he will bring a freaking referral. And if he doesn't want to, then he's not really serious about taking the products and he's never really going to follow through. So that's a tip. I've done it before with a lot of people. And I can get you in business before you join the business. So I can get you trying the products before you have the money. I'll help you make a flyer. We put it on your social media. You do a call to action, and whoever I can close, I'll give you the commissions. And then he's going to realize that it's actually not that hard to start a business and make a little bit of income. So every month he can have his products paid for. So hope that helps.
Oh, Seema,
That was amazing, man. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. That was awesome.
yeah. So, you know, I tell you, Seema's points are right on, y'all. I mean, we all are so heart-centered, and we just want to go the distance for certain people. And sometimes, you know, like I think that that's a really good point to make, because, you know, we all want to help so many people. And I know this is your friend, Chris, but if he feels like he can have an incentive to be more connected with you, and, you know, it can really drive him and give him more power. So good point, Seema. Really good point.
Yeah. And I kind of feel like if I were, because I've talked to Angelo about it too, and he's given me the same advice. Do not buy him the stuff. And, you know, I forgot where I was going to go with it. I just had a brain fart. It's storming, just huge storms blew in. But yeah, I feel it would be a disservice to buy him the products. It wouldn't be, you know, it wouldn't be doing him any favors, really. You know, he may take the product, but really, you know, I think what Seema had to say was definitely very well put.
Well, you all, listen, thanks so much for today's call, you all. You all were just so heartfelt. And man, just all of you just got the power you all help so many people. Wow, you're so gifted. You know, I one of the things we must always know is that Purium, we do not make claims about our foods. That's the last thing about Purium that we ever want to do. It's a food that's so clean and so pure that it gives the body the tools and the resources to regenerate and do the work the body's supposed to do. So Purium is, we all know that. And when we start talking about diseases and illnesses and hospitals and doctors, you know, they've got their system of how they work. And for emergencies and what have you, you know, there again, we have ours, which is real food that regenerates and nourishes your body. And that's the farthest we need to take it as far as making any claims at all. So anyway, on that note, my gosh, fun call. Lucy, you want to make a closing comment or anything?
No, let's just keep going. It's only the 21st. Let's close this month strong.
Yeah,
And
well,
have a great weekend, you guys. And thank you so much. We really, really appreciate you being here. Thank you.
and everybody hold some real strong, heavy thoughts and prayers for Chris's friend.
Yes.
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 Please. Okay. Have a good one, y'all.
Bye.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Michael and Lucy. Have a great day.
You too,
Yes,
Angelo.
thank you so much, Lucy and Michael. You guys are great. And everyone on this call. Oh my gosh.
Yes, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye, Freddie.
Bye bye. Take care.